Stardust, I'm Soda. Welcome back to my channel where I review fragrance, makeup and luxury products. Before starting this video, I want to make a quick disclaimer because my previous video that was similar to this, where I was reviewing replica and comparing it to original item, got basically taken down and my YouTube had a strike, even though it was a first strike, so there was no harsh reaction to the situation. But I want to make it clear that this video is solely educational purpose only, so you can differentiate an original bag to a replica, so you're able to tell the difference when purchasing. I do not endorse purchasing a replica. This is just a fun video where I compare the replica to the original and let you guys know the differences between these two items. I really hope this video is not gonna get flagged again, because I actually put a lot of effort making these videos. Having said that, let's begin this video. On today's video, we're going to be talking about Chanel's classic flap in medium size and in the leather of Caviar, and we're going to be going through all the differences between the original and the replica. As of this year, Chanel classic flap in Caviar medium size is being retailed for 10,800 USD. I literally could get a car in Malaysia for that price. And the replica that we're going to be talking about costs 300 USD. That means the replica is 36 times cheaper than the original. But is it really up there like the original? How does it compare? What are the differences? For this video, I watched a lot of unboxing, I watched a lot of content, as well as I went in store to Chanel store and spoke with a sales representative, and I just questioned about few things. I inspected the original bag as well, and here are the differences that I found between the original and the replica. For this video, I went to the Chanel store and inspected the classic flap A to Z. So with my eye, I spy a lot of subtle differences I feel like other people would not really notice, but me, I see them. So let's run through the differences between the original classic flap and the replica. I'm going to be inserting the close-up of the differences that I'm going to be talking about. First thing first, the first difference I noticed straight away is that the replica zip on the inside, it comes with a cover-up like this, which is a leather. But if you're gonna remove the leather, you can easily straight away spot the fact that the zip on the replica is not like in the original. Most importantly, on the replica, there's a letter EP stated, while on the original, there's no letters on the zip, as well as the shape of the zip handle. The shape is kind of different. That's a first giveaway. If somebody is gonna hold your replica bag, I feel like if they saw the zip, they would know that this is not the original, especially if you have seen, hold, or own original, then you would be able to straight away spot the difference. Next thing for me was the leather. First of all, overall the look-wise from far, it looks pretty much spot on. As well as the diamond shapes, they are the same softness as the original one, and it's done very good, especially the shape. As you can see, this is the medium size. We're supposed to have 8 diamonds for medium size. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's done perfectly, and also Chanel doesn't cut the diamonds weirdly, so as you can see, it's done pretty good. The behind as well. So from far, this looks ideal, but if you go really close up and look at the leather, I'll be inserting the differences. I don't know how to explain this. This leather is really shiny, but it's too shiny. The best way I can put this is there is matte foundation, there is satin foundation, and then there is glowy foundation. So the original is a satin foundation and the replica almost looks like a glowy foundation. This is the best way I can kind of put it out there. The shine on the original classic flap on the leather, it's very even. You don't really see the separate coatings on top and at the bottom. It just looks like a glow within, while the replica, it's more like glow on the outside. And I feel like If you were to use the bag long enough, the glow would kind of fade away and look like more original. But overall, when I spoke to a consultant in Chanel itself and I told them, how come some bags are shinier than another, I've seen some Chanel classic flaps that are really shinier compared to the others, and he explained it depends on how old the bag is, how it is used, and sometimes they might vary, like the leather might vary in production, so it might be shiny.
Hi guys, it's Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a new viewer, don't forget to subscribe down there. I will be uploading weekly videos, vlogs about beauty, wellness, and lifestyle. So today I wanted to go over some Gucci bags. If you guys have watched my last vlog, you'll know that I bought the Gucci Soho Disco bag in the color beige. And I did mention that I already have the black version of this. And this is the black version right here. But what you don't know is I got this from the it's authentic, so it's from the Gucci store. I actually got this on Taobao, which is a Chinese website, so it's a replica. I just wanted to go over the comparison between the two and what the differences are, the prices, so you can make up whether or not you should buy a rep or a real bag. So I found this rep bag through Rep Ladies on Reddit. It's a really great community. Shout out to Rep Ladies. Thank you for watching and joining me. So this is a Gucci Soho Disco bag. The reason why I got this bag is because, I mean, Gucci's really expensive, obviously. I found that a lot of the reviews said that the rep was very, very similar to the authentic one. The reason why I got this one in black though is because I noticed that the beige one just doesn't have the right stitching color as this one, and the black one is just better well wrapped. This is the authentic Gucci one. You can see that it's beige and it has a different stitching. This is the different kind of colored stitching that I would have wanted if a rep actually made it exactly like the authentic, so that's why I bought the authentic one. So in terms of prices, obviously the rep is a lot less expensive than the authentic one. I think I got this for 298 yuan, which is I believe around $40, but I also use Superbuy, which is a third-party agent that helps you ship it to the United States, especially so it can pass customs because it's obviously a rep. So I think this was around maybe $50 to $60. This one, however, is the authentic one from Gucci. I got this one in Hawaii, and the reason why I got it is because the sales tax there was just so much cheaper. It's 4% compared to
Hi, I'm Winnie from Vintage Heirloom. Due to popular demands on our YouTube channel, you guys have requested us to do a review about Louis Vuitton's Neverfull bags. I will be doing an authentication guide at a later date, but we're currently doing a bit of research and gathering some information. And so in the meantime, this video will be more an interesting video about the top 5 facts you never knew about Louis Vuitton Neverfull bags. The Neverfull bag was first introduced in 2007, and depending on what blog forums you go on, some say it was introduced in competition with Goyard's St. Louis bag. If you look at them, they're very, very similar in styles. The Neverfull was initially seen as a seasonal bag, but now it's become Louis Vuitton's best-selling designer bag, and it's become part of its classics range. So why was it called a never-full? I personally think LV's being ironic, as my one is always full. It was designed to be a practical tote and to carry multiple items, and it's the perfect transition bag from work to weekends. And the length of the strap is the perfect off-shoulder carry-all bag. The Neverfull comes in 3 sizes. PM is the smallest, MM is the medium size, and GM is the largest. It comes in lots of different variations, but the most popular is the classic monogram and the damier print design. They all have a printed lining inside, which is based on an archive LV print. The monogram and azure have a beige lining, but the ebony is the only one with a contrasting red lining. My Neverfull here is from 2008, and it's the largest GM size. I love this bag. It's a really useful, practical bag. I actually used it as my son's nappy bag. I've noticed that this year in 2015, LV has updated their Neverfull designs, and they have offered a different coloured lining and modified the print pattern inside. So I would suggest visiting LV's website to see the latest versions. Top 5 things.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. As you can see, I did stop by the Louis Vuitton store. I don't usually shop at this location, but I was on my way home, so I thought, why not? I'm just check it out and see if I like anything. And of course, I did find things I like, so that is the reason why we're doing this unboxing. So first things first, let's start off with the big one. Let's just start off with the big one. I don't want to waste any time. And let me just unbox it, and then I'll tell you guys the story about my experience. So this is the box, and this is the dust bag, and I got the Alma BB in the Damier Azur, and I think I've mentioned in the past that I would like this print someday. I didn't know exactly what I wanted this print in, but one thing that I did know for sure was the fact that I did not want this item in the vachetta leather. I didn't know exactly what I was gonna get, but I knew that I wanted something in the azure. I just didn't know what I wanted yet, because I'm pretty picky. The reason why I haven't gotten anything in the azure is because I don't really like the way that the vachetta kind of patina on the azure. I feel like when it patinas, it makes the azure look kind of, how do I say it? It doesn't look that good. I feel like the patina looks way much better on the monogram, just the classic monogram. So for example, the Neverfull in the azure and vachetta leather, I didn't like it because it looks kind of old, and it looks older than it really is, and I just don't think that it complements the azure. So that is the reason why I have waited. But when they came out with this, I knew that it was perfect, and I knew that I needed to get it because it is treated leather. So even though it is a little lighter, it doesn't look like vachetta, but as you can see, it suits the bag very well, and it just looks so nice. And I just know that, yes, of course, it's a lighter color, so you can still get scratches and stains, but it wouldn't be as bad as the vachetta. So that is the reason why I decided to get this. And where did I get this? I got it at a Louis Vuitton store location that I usually don't go to, like I said in the beginning. This location, I've never been to this location because this location is kind of far from me. This is my first time ever going to this location, and when I asked her if they had this bag, and she said they do have it. So she went and got it for me, and when I took it out, I did notice some things about it. There's like a little dent right here. I don't know if you guys can see